Hello everyone and welcome back to Mega Coin Squad. This time we're playing Desert Plains. Desert Plains has this new cactus enemy for us, who fires spikes in many directions. They're often put in places where we can't get them just from dashing up or down. We have to make some kind of horizontal effort to kill them. A well-timed fireball works, but if you want to be very careful, you can just wait and jump up and dash them. There's still a lot of empty platforms with just coins on them. We're going to stop seeing that entirely in the next world, if I recall correctly. The music in this game is pretty good. But yeah, so far the cacti, the big new thing in World 2. And I'm not gonna lie, if you stay in one place for more than a few seconds, they'll get you. But we know better than to do that. There's generally two steps to learning how to deal with enemies. You have to learn how to deal with them, period, and then you have to learn how to deal with them quickly. Time is of the essence, as that giant timer in the top right could tell you. Maybe it's not so giant. Still a timer, though. The game basically forces you to be an expert at it because you have to learn how to deal with all of the obstacles really quickly. Or else you risk not finishing the stage quickly. And then we wouldn't get a perfect. Just like before, we really want to try to upgrade our character before anything else, though the wheel is moving fast enough that I'm sure I'll miss a few times. Like that. And that. We got at least one new upgrade for our character, though. They put the piggy bank right over some spikes in this one. I like the drill cannon. It is much like the grenade launcher in that it fires in an arc, but it also plows through blocks. It doesn't really explode like the grenade launcher does. That's okay though. You may have noticed that the number of coins we need to collect has increased drastically in this world. As long as we keep moving, though, again, we'll be fine. We can jump on the bullets from these guys. I didn't know that initially. Would have made things a lot easier for me. Something I forgot to mention about the flying enemies last time is that they break apart the separation of the platforms, so to speak. They follow you across the whole stage. They don't really stay in a set area like the other enemies. I think that's a pretty neat distinction for them to have, even if they're pretty harmless right now. The assault rifle can now fire two directions. It has the same amount of ammo, though, which is a good thing. Sometimes the flying enemies will attack you even while you're putting money into the pig. Absolutely no problem, though. Yeah! There we go, that's what we wanted. Let's see if we can get the last one. Yep. Alright, we're all good on dashing. We are completely souped up. These orange enemies with sunglasses may look similar to enemies we've seen before, but they have the distinct... It's better to get that out of the way early. But they have the distinction of running faster and trying to leap at us when they see us. Only slightly more hazardous. You also notice there's some giant, weird eyeball-looking things with spikes. Right there. The giant, weird eyeball-looking things with spikes are also flying enemies. They move a lot faster than the octopus things, though. A lot faster. They're also much bigger targets, though. It's really easy to kill them when you have a powered-up dash. Just run right through them like they're not even there. The only difference between them and the normal flying enemies, besides their speed, is that you don't really want to ignore them. You want to kill them immediately, so they don't sneak up behind you while you're trying to collect coins. They're a lot more aggressive. I think everything from here on out is just upgrades to weapons and other power-ups. We might not have upgraded our fireball all the way, I can't remember. We don't need that coin loss power-up because we're not going to lose any coins. Ever. It's stage 4 again, which means it's time to kill all the enemies. Their layout is a bit more difficult than the one in Green Valley, though. The game has a habit of giving us diagonally firing weapons when we don't really want them. It's not really its fault, though. It's completely random. But they're useless against enemies on the ground. It's not like we can't deal with them without weapons. So something about the assault rifle is that it lasts a very long time if you're conservative with how you fire. I like that about it. I mean, it's meant to be fired rapidly, of course. But when you're just trying to kill enemies, short bursts is the best way to go. I'm sure you've noticed, but we can break through the cacti spikes just by dashing through them. If we couldn't do that, they might be a lot more dangerous, but they're not. It's also possible to kill them before they even wake up, so to speak. That might be kind of cruel. But I mean, we don't seem like the type to care about that kind of thing. We're just in it for the cash. So that's it for Desert Plains, and next time we'll move on to World 3, which has my favorite music in the game. But yeah, I'll see you soon.